hazel or the rubbing alcohol, 70%, maybe 2 or 3 ounces, and you're going to need some type of bottle like this. Water, oils and waters don't mix well, so I would recommend using these two so you can have a good mixture. And remember, don't spray it around the sinus area, the eyes, or in the ear cavities, just on the skin, arms, and legs. Now, you're not limited to making the powdered version or the liquid version where you're using a lotion or a spray. You can actually use direct clove oil, and you can buy it in a kit like this. I'll put a link to this kit because it contains so many different types of essential oils that I always talk about around the greenhouse, making different types of recipes and tonics. But you can buy it in bottles this small and larger, and you can put it directly on the skin. Remember, don't forget to do that small test area about 1 inch by 1 inch to make sure you're not allergic to it, because what one person can use, another person may not be able to tolerate. So just remember, you're not just limited to making either recipe, but I can tell you this will be quite a bit stronger. And if you're going into the deepest woods area, maybe you would want to use just the pure essential oil from cloves, and it is quite strong, but it's not repulsive smelling to me. Now, you're not limited to just using this on yourself or your clothes, but if you're like me and you enjoy hiking and camping, you can use the pure oil and spray it all over a tent, and it will definitely keep mosquitoes away from you when you're sleeping, or a sleeping bag for that matter. Just put it all over in its purest form, and that will really act as a repellent. Might actually repel other things like ticks, chiggers, fleas, and things like that that might be in the ground area where you're camping. So just remember, you're not limited to just your skin or your clothing. All your camping gear can be permeated with this, and it will definitely keep things, insects, especially the mosquito, away from you. So guys, as I said, I've been using this in the garden. I've been working in the garden, trimming hedges and cutting grass and just doing different tasks around the garden. And I've not had one bite as of yet, so I know this works for a fact. I haven't had any problems. The smell is a little bit to get used to, but like I said, it's not a horrendous smell. It's just something you get used to over time. But I'm going to recommend that you reapply this every 3 to 4 hours. So if you're working outside for a long period of time, remember, after about 4 hours, you're going to sweat this off, and it's going to eventually be less effective. So just remember that that's really important, that you have a certain time limit. If you go in the water, you're swimming, obviously you're going to need to reapply it right after swimming, because it's just going to get washed off. This is not an oil-based product. Even though the essential oil is an oil, your other liquids and your lotions are going to get washed away. So guys, if you have a question about this video or any previous video, please become a public subscriber first. I put those to the front of the line because I want to try to do my best to answer every question. I can't always get to everybody the same day. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days to read through all the questions, but just the general comments, I get sometimes 100, 200, 300 comments or questions a day, and it's just about near impossible to answer everybody. So by subscribing, I always put you to the front of the line. So guys, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you'll try this because it'll definitely keep the mosquitoes at least 5 feet away from you. Have a great day.